at it again at Krispy Kreme. Let's make this episode quick. I'm supposed to be meeting a friend in like an hour. Oh yeah, I remember where we are now. Yeah, we're definitely not doing this yet. That's going to be one of the last things we do. That's not supposed to happen. Huh. Let's just try again. I hope I'm not stuck here. Because I'm not replaying this game over again. It's a really good game and I can replay it over again, and I probably would enjoy it if I replayed it over again. But I'm definitely not going to replay it over again for this Let's Play. Let's give it a sec to load. It's not the game's fault that it didn't load in time, it's most likely just my computer. And its inability to process this kind of stuff. There we go. Yep, little trick right there, but I knew about it already. And that's basically the soul catcher charm, but worse. Like, the effect it does is better. It gives you like double the soul that soul catcher does, but it requires like 4 charm matches, which is not worth it. Alright. We'll come back here later. In fact, no, we don't even need to come back here later. That's normally the lift that you would use to get to the other side of the City of Tears. But, I used the Tram Pass to get to the other side. And these are very strong enemies. They do 2 damage if they hit you with their sword. This one's being very dumb. There you go. Yeah, and they have a ton of health, as you just saw. That just unlocks a shortcut back to Zero's grave. And here is one of my favourite areas of the game, the Blue Lake. It's more like a sub area, but still. And then you go back. I didn't see you there. I'm not sure if you need to complete the Hunter's Journal for 100%. I know, like, to get something that you definitely need for 100%, you need to, like, register most enemies in the journal. But I'm not sure if you need to, like, complete it, like, kill those enemies a set number of times to unlock the special stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, we're back in the Crossroads. Oh! I didn't know I hadn't talked to Salubra in this playthrough. Salubra sells charm and ashes. And also charms. So now, you want some good charms? Here, how about this charm, which makes your magic do double damage, and this charm, which makes it so you heal twice as fast. I need 2 more charms. I get the least expensive ones here. In fact, I can buy all of them from here and I'll still be able to afford it. There we go. 3 charm notches. Charm's inventory is starting to look quite full, isn't it? And now I have long reach plus double damage. You can see how these builds start to get overpowered really fast. I've only been playing this file for like 3 hours. And already my nail is like 3 times the length, and it does... I want to say triple the damage because of the nail upgrade on top of that. Speaking of, I got some pale ore, didn't I? I can upgrade the nail again if I get enough money. This way. I'm just trying to get something right now. It's another charm. Oh, I can also do that, can't I? Yeah, I can. Okay. I'm gonna do 2 things actually. I'm gonna rest here because I'm about to attempt something. Just resting there so I respawn there if I die. But then again, if I die, I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna retry this, because my strength will break. Wait, no, it's one of those, what am I on about? Strength won't break. You remember when those guys took like over 10 hits? Yeah, so here's an area you couldn't get to previously, you need the super dash. Well, actually no, you don't need the super dash, you can get through there using a very precise like pogo into a dash to cancel your upwards momentum. But still, it's much easier to just get crystal dash. This area normally bugs out for me, like... the music just stops playing at one point. If that happens, apologies. Like this room in particular. Oh hey, it didn't. Nice. Ow. People say Market Pride isn't actually all that useful, and to them I say it's gotten me out of like situations of death many times during my no-hit runs. Ah, that was nearly so cool. If you're trying something cool and you get hit whilst doing it, then it is immediately uncool in this game. Alright, Glowing Room. That's a charm we're never going to use, but I need it for completion. Basically what that charm does, if you have soul, it slowly drains your soul but gives you these minions, and the minions go out and do damage. And if you combine it with... just making sure I have it... Did I not fight him? Oh no, because I haven't been there in this save. Okay, I was about to spoil something for all you new players. But then again, if you didn't want spoilers, you would have just bought the game yourself. Really cheap, and on most platforms. So you may remember this room. The room of the False Knight. Well, you see that his body is gone. Can you hear that? Probably not because of the audio quality, but still there's like noises. Okay. There's a breakable wall here, just above where the False Knight first appeared. There's these enemies, feel bad for killing those enemies, but you need them for 100% anyways. And you'll see there's dream particles coming off. It's another dream boss. The first boss in the game that you're meant to fight has a dream boss variant. And in my opinion, it's one of the hardest. Alright, here we go. This is Failed Champion. All of his attacks do double damage, except for the rocks falling from the sky. Strategy for this guy. If you're not confident about doing his attacks, remember, he can only do a maximum of 3 ground attacks in a row, and 3 aerial attacks in a row. After he's done 3 of those in a row, he will switch. And he can launch his rocks at him for like very minor damage, but still it's damage. And if you're gonna take damage from anything, try and make it from the rocks, since they're the only thing in this fight that do 1 damage. Oh, and that shockwave, the shockwave does 1 damage as well. Basically, any attacks that involve touching him or his weapon does 2 damage. Yeah, if he backs up like that, he's most likely going to do a ground attack, and if he's against the wall, he'll most likely do multiple in a row. This just took a turn for the worst. Oh gosh. Knock him down, come on. There we go. And now I win. I'm surprised I got that first try. As you saw there, things can quickly go wrong. In the original game there was only 3 dream bosses, I'm pretty sure. But when in the DLC they added 2 in the first DLC and 1 in the second DLC. And then I believe they added, like, I know people don't consider the last 2 in the final DLC to be dream bosses, but I do, because they're just other bosses but powered up. And they're in the dream realm, so. Oh yeah, Grubfather, that's where I wanted to go. There's a Whispering Root up in the area where you get Vengeful Spirit, it's just above the Lifeblood, but like I said, I'm not getting those. Because there's no point really. If you just do all the dream bosses and the warrior dreams, then you should get enough dream essence to complete the quest. Good. Completed Tick-Ticks now. Oh, also, up here, you can break this and climb up here. There's a bunch of geo. And if you go in here, there's a Whispering Room for the room down below, but like I said, I'm not doing those. And now you just sit here for a while, he gives you items. Grub Song, that's a charm you get for getting half the grubs, I believe. And that makes it so I think you gain soul upon taking damage. I think that's what that is. And then obviously the Rancid Egg. I haven't shown you what the Rancid Eggs are for. Yeah, as you can see, he gives you a lot of geo. Like, a lot. And the amount he gives you only goes up with each grub you save. Oh yeah, you can also just get Dream Essence randomly by killing enemies once you get a Dream Nail. Just making sure I've got everything. There's an area to the right that I haven't explored if you look like just above Salubro. That's a tram that leads to the resting grounds. If you don't find out how to get there the other way, you can just use the tram. Hey Tiso. I need to save her. Okay, that's Operation. Well, that's Operation what? That's mission number 1. Save the girl. Oh wait, yeah. I can also give the shopkeeper's key to Sly. The one I got in Crystal Peak. It gives you this elegant key and a mass shard, which I'm gonna get because that will give me an extra bit of health. And these charms. I'll take Spring Master. I'm not gonna use it, but it was the cheaper option. In fact, was it? I can't remember. That's how easily I forget things. I was literally just looking at that and I can't remember how much it was. I'm just making sure I got Grip Song right. Yeah, gain soul when taking damage. So right now, I'm going to save one NPC who... I should have not bought that mass shard considering what this NPC gives me. Oh well. Oh, also, have I gotten this max shard in here? Okay, I have. I should get that upgrade because then I can access everything here. Well, closest post would be City Storms. I am right now going to get an upgrade, which is very useful. But it does cause something to happen. So, yeah, something very bad to happen. But I'm gonna do it anyways. Because I am confident, ow, that I can still beat the game. Well, it's not that hard to a point where it would doubt my abilities to beat the game, but... Oh, I can also use the elegant key whilst I'm here. So, conveniently, I accidentally travelled to this area, but that elegant key I bought from Sly allows you to go up here. Open up, open up. This door. You might remember this area, this is right next to the Soul Sanctum. Oh hey, it's this guy again. Except this time he's got friends. Those guys will just keep spawning until you kill them, so... Only really focus them down either at just as they're spawning, or if they've like been spawned for a while, only if they're getting in the way. Not that you'll end up dying to this boss, well, mini boss, but still. And this is your reward. Jump scare, followed by a spell upgrade. Shade Soul. Vengeful Spirit now goes through walls and does double damage. Alright, so going down now. I guess I could also get my nail upgrade, like go visit Lem, get some extra geo. Ah. Fine, I'll take the stupid elevator. JK. Probably should have sent that out. Oh well. Here we are. Just selling a bunch of stuff so I can upgrade my nail. Velmi Archer. Alright, there we go. And just like that, 3,000 geo. Alright. Pro tip, throwing enemies into the water kills them immediately. But I'm not entirely sure if it adds to the hunter's journal. Oh yeah, I can do a cool trick now. If you go up here, get this Vengefly to follow you, and then Crystal Dash here, boom, you're immediately at the nailsmith. There we go. This is probably my favourite version of the nail. The channeled nail. Just because of the way it looks. Alright. So now, enemies should die even quicker. 2 hits for that guy. I'm not sure if that was the same as before. Should be 1 hit for this guy, yep. Yeah, so like basic game enemies that normally have like 3 hits worth of health, now die in like 2 hits. Well no, not 2, no, 2, 1. Basically, almost every single enemy in Forgotten Crossroads now dies in 1 hit. Have I got that? Oh, okay. Basically, you're supposed to interact with a statue, the memorial to the Hollow Knight, and then it marks the Plague Egg Temple on your map, right there. Because that is where the final boss is. Spoilers. Or should I say that is where one of the final bosses are. This game has multiple endings. Alright, so the place we're going is down here. I wish I could have... You know, I'm just gonna quickly grab the closer stag station. Remember these guys? Oh gosh, that was bad. That was a bit of a delayed death, but okay. I'm just gonna ignore these guys for now because they're actually quite strong. Okay, I just want to point out first something. For a while I was wondering, how do you even get to this? Because the door is locked and there's no switch connected to it. But the answer is literally so obvious. I don't know how I missed that so many times. I only found that on like my 3rd playthrough. And I come to this area a lot on my playthroughs. There we go. Stag Station, one of the more expensive ones, but it's okay, it's worth it. Because you come here quite frequently. And also a secret harness seal up there. I found that by accident, honestly, my first time. Alright, so just clearing out the enemies, because the enemies here actually drop quite a bit of money. Alright, so oh yeah, you haven't seen Descending Dark. Yes, that's Descending Dark and that shakes off. Wow, that killed them in one hit. I didn't know that. Oh yeah, you gotta be careful going down here. You saw me come up here to do the like City Crest skip. But you're supposed to go down through that area first and it's way more dangerous. Did I get this? Yes, I did. I missed that. And the last respawn point is down here. Not that big of an issue, I guess. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Here we are. The Ancient Basin. I don't have enough for that. Alright, here's the map. This is a relatively small area. If you don't count something else, but I believe this counts as a separate area. It just uses the same map. These shadow creepers are really annoying because they're really quiet and they blend in with the environment, but they don't do much other than just slowly crawl around. Alright. And now it's time for one of my favourite bosses in the game. Well, not yet, we're heading towards it, but still. Make sure you stop here, because there's spikes there. You can stop Crystal Dash by just pressing jump. Alright. Can't go left yet. Alright. These enemies are relatively easy to beat, if you know how to do it. If not, God help you. But then they put one on the ceiling that you cannot hit. I'm surprised I got through that without being hit. If you stand like right next to them here, they barely ever hit you. And sometimes they just snipe you like that. There we go. Got enough of them. And here's another simple key for whatever reason. There's only one more of those in the game, and thankfully I know where it is. And this one literally cannot hit you if you stand right here. And then if you stand in this corner, balloons. orange juice balloons. I'm just trying to see if I can make them spawn anymore. I think they only spawn like up here. In fact, no, they don't spawn at all, it seems here. Oh, there's a shortcut back to the bench. Time for one of my favourite bosses. You can't kill these things, but there's no point. Broken vessel. And wait for it. And it's dead. People say this boss is hard. Still one of my favorites though. And here's the upgrade it gives you, but as soon as you grab this, something bad happens. Queens. This allows you to double jump. I cannot tell you how many times I have tried to reach a higher ledge and I've been tapping jump twice, expecting to have that extra bit of a jump. Anyways, this is why it's my favourite boss. This is the last vanilla dream variant. Some of you probably don't know what that means. That means that this is the last dream boss from the original game. Every dream boss after this is DLC. Speaking of, DLC in this game is free. How can it? You quickly see why this is one of my favourite bosses. Just look at how fast. I love bosses that test your reflexes a lot. He gets stunned relatively easily, but that doesn't make him any less hard. He's incredibly fast. These balloons constantly spawning are kinda annoying, but as long as you take care of them as soon as they spawn, they don't really become much of a problem. I believe I have beaten this boss with the worst snail in the game, and without strength before. That's how much I love this boss. I went through those lengths. I just went through extreme lengths just to be able to fight it with extremely weak equipment. Because I love the challenge it gives me. And I felt that I wanted it to be harder. There we go. You see, now I'm sad because the boss fight's over. And it's over really quickly. Always bow to your brothers. Your siblings. There we go. That gave us 400. Always bow to your siblings' bodies. Yes, the lore behind that boss is that it's literally the dead body of one of your siblings possessed by the infection. You think that's bad? Oh, don't you worry, it gets worse. There we go, oh cool. I believe it's possible to get up here and get that grub without Monarch Wings. I think people said that, but I haven't seen anyone be able to do it. Now you can imagine double jump opens up so much. like so much of the game, and you would be right. I believe I have all the items you need to beat the game. Actually, Monarch Wings isn't actually required to beat the game. Fun fact. I know I'm doing it. Okay, Palace Grounds. Ignore that, we'll come back to that later. You break down this wall. Behold, a stag station. Alrighty. That's nearly all the stag stations in the game, I'm pretty sure. I'm just trying to think which ones I'm missing. I believe the one in... yeah, I'm missing the one in Deepness. I believe one more, and then that unlocks the final one. Alright. Back to the surface we go. So, for those of you who never played the game before, you may be wondering, why was it so bad that I got the Monarch Wings? I'll show you. Hang on. First, that's the last max shard that Sly sells. And it costs quite a bit, as you just saw. And I believe that's the last... the Vessel Fragment is the last thing that Sly will sell in the entire game. Alright. This is why it was so bad that I got the Monarch Wings. Yep. You see that Vengefly? It's really angry now, has more health, and it explodes. Thankfully, like, the really weak enemies aren't changed. Oh, you see that husk down there that's got infection on it? He explodes. Every explosion in this area does 2 damage. You can imagine how annoying that gets. Should I? Nah. Alright, I'm gonna end the episode here. I'll see you all in the next one. Hang on, gotta get my mouse up. See you all in the next one.